3 harmful things a narcissist will do when you spotlight their hurtful behavior. That's what we're talking about in this video. Hey, I'm Dr. Melissa. I'm a trauma expert and top doctor. And in this video, I'm highlighting for you 3 different patterns, 3 different harmful things a narcissist will do when you point out their hurtful behavior. They want to guarantee you're not going to do that again. When you confront a narcissist and call them out on their behavior, when you stand up for yourself, the narcissist experiences narcissistic injury. Their idealized self, their persona, has been challenged. And that is both terrifying and hurtful to them at the same time. Next comes narcissistic rage. Depending on the narcissist, you may or may not see the rage. Some will really fly off the handle, becoming verbally, even physically abusive. Some will hide it entirely and then find ways to sabotage and punish you. Either way, you're going to pay. After the narcissist feels the injury, they will react in one of 3 ways. First, the narcissist will deny, deflect, and dismiss. When you call the narcissist out, they will adamantly deny what you're saying is true, even in the face of evidence. They will tell you that you're mistaken, that you've misunderstood, they were messing around and it was a joke, or that your insecurity made you see something that wasn't there. Next, they'll deflect the conversation to something they find wrong with you. This shifts you into defense mode. Defense of yourself, defense of your motives, defense of your character. Because while the focus is on you, they are off the hook. Finally, they'll dismiss you as overreacting, crazy, too sensitive, controlling, insecure. Suppose you confront your partner with evidence of their overspending. You've found a stack of receipts in an envelope tucked behind the dusty books no one looks at on the bookshelf. You received mail that they opened a new credit card. And you've seen a lot of things coming into your house that you know you couldn't afford. Now your partner will adamantly deny that they've spent any money. You could be holding the receipt right there in front of you and they'll say, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't buy that. Or you pull out the new piece of clothing, the new shoes, you point to the new tools in the garage or the new supplies for a hobby. And they're like, yeah, I don't know where those came from. Or they were really marked down. I didn't pay hardly anything for them. Next, your partner launches into a conversation about how controlling you are about money, how you care about money more than people. You see, in their eyes, you are the real problem. And your narcissist partner will try to convince you that your behavior is proof. Then they dismiss your concern about the spending altogether, saying you really need to focus on fixing your control problem and that there's nothing they can do about that. And eventually you feel so exhausted and beaten down by this conversation that you give up. Your narcissist partner has won. Number 2, the narcissist will offer a false apology and become the victim. In this strategy, when you call the narcissist out, when you take a stand for yourself, the narcissist will respond first by offering a false apology. It may sound and feel sincere. They may even mean it sincerely in that moment. Yet their behavior doesn't change. They are unwilling to do what is necessary to create that change. Their actions don't match their words. Next, they make themselves the victim by providing excuses for their behavior. They don't take ownership and responsibility for their actions. In this case, suppose your partner spends an extra $1,000 above your family budget on wants, not needs. You confront your partner about their spending because this has really negatively impacted the family finances. And your partner apologizes profusely, saying, "I know it's a problem. I'm so sorry. I won't let it happen again. Please don't be upset. I didn't mean to go over the budget. I didn't mean to hide it from you. I know that's terrible. I'm a terrible person. My mom used to hide spending from my dad. She used to buy us stuff behind his back when we had a bad day. It's not an excuse, but it's just what I learned at home." It is an excuse presented by an adult who is avoiding responsibility for their behavior. An adult who is now making themselves the victim of this conversation. Next thing you know, you are comforting them. In this scenario, the narcissist avoids taking responsibility and receives tons of narcissistic supply. It's really no wonder they do it again and again. And number 3, the narcissist will discard and discredit. You call the narcissist out on their behavior, you take a stand, and the overt narcissist may decide that you're just too much work. It's easier to get supply elsewhere. So they discard you. When you do this with a covert narcissist after their mask has slipped, after they know you've seen their true self, the narcissistic injury is too great. Their narcissistic rage is too intense. You have shifted to all bad in their eyes, and they can no longer hold a positive impression of any part of the relationship. You have threatened not only their idealized self, their persona, but also their made-up version of reality. Their house of cards is at risk of tumbling down, crashing down, and they are terrified. They will either discard you or torture you until you discard them. And if their persona is the victim of mean old you, getting you to discard them supports that story. The covert narcissist isn't watching and waiting. They've already started to discredit you. They tell stories to their flying monkeys about how you humiliated them, belittled them, denigrated them. They share how abusive you are. Their flying monkeys try to convince them to leave the abusive relationship. They appear weak, making excuses for why they need to stay. They relish the opportunity to play the victim. They share how dishonest and untrustworthy you are. They share stories that make you look crazy. And this is all done with a "don't tell anyone else, I'm so embarrassed" kind of approach. The covert narcissist discredits you and smears you to limit the impact of you exposing them. When a narcissist can no longer control you, they seek to control the way others see you. When you know that you're ready to move forward and put those narcissistic relationships behind you, I'd like to give you my free guide to see where you're at in the process and what comes next. Link is in the description. I'm Dr. Melissa, and I will see you in the next video.